Yo, what's happening? It's your brother in the footwork, DJ Cornerstone, and today I'm interviewing the dope dancer, activist, and drummer, Gemma. So y'all get ready as Gemma gives us the works. What's up, y'all? It's your brother in the footwork, DJ Cornerstone, and you are watching Give Us the Works on the Foot Workout channel, where I interview various dancers, DJs, and producers. So listen up and pay attention while our guest today gives us the works.
Hey,
Yo! Man, what's up there, sis?
how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying my day off. It's a beautiful Saturday. Get to talk
Pretty
with,
good.
yeah, for real. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I don't get interviewed really, so it's a
Really?
little I'm
But
trying to get into it more. I want to be good at both. I want to be good at interviewing and being interviewed, but this is kind of like my third time. So I'm just a little
oh,
nervous.
all right. Well, take a deep breath. One more time.
Okay,
All right, you good?
we're great.
All right, right on. So it's going to be real light. So don't even worry. Don't even get the jitters, because I know you are an excellent interviewer yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we're going to get into that too. But I'm going to roll the introduction. So ladies and gentlemen tuning in, those who are on the podcast, those who are watching on YouTube, Facebook, whatever it may be, give it up for the dope drummer, dancer, and activist, Gemma. Yeah, cool.
Very-
Yeah, I'm glad you liked the introduction. You're well deserved.
I loved it. I loved it. Thank you.
Yeah, I was hoping I would do it justice. So check it out. Like, first off, for everybody who don't know, where you from?
I'm from Minnesota. I live
Ooh,
in the metro Minneapolis suburb area.
okay.
Yes, west.
Well, I apologize because I know it's cold here. I'm in the Chicagoland area. I know it's even 10 degrees colder.
I think it's like I wouldn't know how cold it is right now. I know it was negative this morning, but I think it's pretty warm today. It's 23.
Oh,
We're
straight
doing,
up.
we're
Okay.
doing okay. We're
You
doing
know
okay.
what? Some people would think that you was crazy saying it's pretty warm
I know.
today.
I was like, only people in the Midwest could say that. Like people in the Midwest, it's brutal. Winter is brutal.
And yeah, it's a trip. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I lived down south for a while and talking to people, when it would hit 40 degrees, folks was like, oh my God, it's freezing. I'm like, huh?
nope, that's shorts weather. That's like the perfect shorts weather.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't wearing no shorts, but I'm not 40 degrees, but I'm gonna have on some kind of pants and a hoodie at 40 degrees. But yeah.
That's fair.
Man, right on. So I look at your clips. I always enjoy watching your posts on IG. And like you are all around dancer. Like
Yes.
we gonna get into the footwork, but I see you like glocking sometimes, you doing some hip hop sometimes. I don't know what the other style's called. It's more expressive. What do you call
Yeah.
it?
Contemporary.
Boom, there you go. Contemporary. Yep.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been dancing?
I think I got put in dance, acting, and gymnastics when I was, I think, 2, like when I could walk.
Mhm.
And I would just end up dancing in all 3 of them. And so they're just like, okay, we're just sticking her in dance classes and that's it. So I grew up in a competitive studio and hip hop wasn't really shown
Mhm.
in the studio, but it was just like a lot of, ballet, contemporary jazz, tap, all the things. And I enjoyed it. Dance, I enjoyed being a part of a team. I enjoyed just expressing myself through dance because I myself am a Sagittarius. I have trouble sometimes expressing my feelings through words. And so movement has kind of always been my thing to get anything out. And so dance has just always been it for me. And when hip hop got introduced at like a later time, when I was older, I just remember taking the first class and being like, oh my God, what is this? Like, I love this. And so a couple years went by. I ended up like when I got solos, I do hip hop solos, but I kind of decided the competition world wasn't for me. I kind of went more the hip hop route. In the industry. I got signed to go to talent agency, but I'm on the commercial side and the underground side, and I think I love being versatile in all different dance styles, and I enjoy all dance styles. I love mixing them, fusing them, but yeah, I kind of got that from being in the contemporary world and competition world growing up. So yes.
Oh man, that's cool. I like how you said you love mixing them.
I love mixing them. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's dope because it's like you make something new when you put two different things together.
Yeah, you either love it, you can hate it. It's just like mix and match, do whatever you want to do.
I tell you, we don't hate it when you do it, Gemma.
Sometimes I do. I am like, nope, scratch that. Like that's going in the garbage. We're trying to. Yeah.
Then just remix it.
Yep. Yeah. Basically.
Oh yeah. Okay. So question though, I know you in the footwork game. How long you been in the footwork game?
I took my first footwork class the year I quit competition and went to LA for the first time and got signed and all of that. So I think that was summer of 2018. So this year will be 4 years in the summer. Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. I haven't thought about that for a minute.
Yeah, so you seasoned in it then. So 4 years.
I have a lot to learn.
Oh yeah, we all do. I'm still trying to learn. That's on the real.
So, yeah, I just love the layers of it.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely got a lot to it. And I myself, so a little bit about me. I am from a spot called Joliet, which is 45 minutes to an hour away from Chicago.
Okay.
So it's a suburb, a far suburb. And it's heavily influenced by Chicago. There's a lot of people out here that live that's from Chicago. They got family. You know, me included. I have family in the city. So we, in high school, there wasn't a whole lot for us to do here. So we'd venture out to Chicago at times and more closely the near south suburbs like Markham and Harvey to go party and, to pick up the dances. So like, I know from watching, and I haven't necessarily been taught. I would pick up moves from different people over time. Okay. Other parts of it was just observing and trying to do what I saw. So I never really got to learn all the different areas within footwork, the behind stories and all that. So that's why I say I'm still learning. And I know I ain't gonna reveal my age and stuff, but no, I don't care. I'm 41.
Period.
Yep. So there it is. Yep. And fortunate. So yeah, and I'm still learning. But I want to tell you, I said all that to say this. Girl, you done passed me up. In them 4 years, you done with your footwork, you done passed me up. So I'm like, man, this girl got it going. So yeah. So you keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah. So who would you say, who are your teachers as far as Chicago footwork?
The first class was from Anthony and Talia Sugarman.
Yeah.
They're in the Los Angeles chapter. And I kind of just got taken under their wing. Mm-hmm. And when I think I'm like their first mentee, it was just kind of like a back and forth, like learning experience. but they and King Charles, I think, were the people that taught me the most in the beginning. I was 11, new to the industry, and LA, it just this kind of dance world. Like I didn't know a dance world outside of like the studio. And
Mm-hmm.
so it it took me a minute to venture out into like other parts of the footwork world, but I think those three are my main teachers that I had in the beginning and now too.
Okay. Man,
Yeah,
right on. Well, you have some good teachers because all them folks is cold. All
crazy. I love them all. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. So I forgot to even mention that in the intro of you, member of Creation Global, representing what I sees up. So,
Yeah.
oh man, that's dope. Y'all do a lot. Y'all do a whole lot. I love it because I like to see how y'all, for one, you're globally, and it's
Mhm.
almost like I don't know if you're familiar with fraternities and sororities and stuff in college, but
I am.
oh yeah, man, cool. So it's like to me, outside looking in, I kind of get that vibe where it's a brotherhood, sisterhood type deal.
It is, it's for sure. That's one of the best parts of it.
Yeah.
It's the whole crew sort of thing. And knowing that like any country I go to, I can meet up with someone, possibly stay with them. It's such a I've always wanted to travel and dance. And so that is just so cool to me. I
Yeah.
love that part of it. The connecting part is the best. Yeah.
That is dope, man. I don't know if there's any other thing like that. Like even in hip hop, I know there was the big crews like the Rocksteady crew and all that back in the 80s, which I think they're still doing their stuff. But I don't know if it's any crew where it's globally, where it's a unit globally. So
I wouldn't know. I
did,
wouldn't know.
yeah, hey, let me know. Hey, tell me, like DJ Cornerstone, look, you starting to talk that old people stuff, like really, really back in. Just let me know, Gemma.
I'm nope. My mom, like history, nailed it into me. Music, everything.
Word.
Documentaries. I grew up with all of it, so
Okay.
it's not like abnormal to me to hear that stuff.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad your parents put you on there.
Yeah,
They
no, my mom for sure made sure. She was like, if you're gonna do this, like you need to know.
mm, that's cool. I like that in her. I like that.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Does she do anything in entertainment, dance, music, or anything?
My mom is a writer, and so she is very artistic in her own way. So I've always enjoyed
Yeah. Okay.
art. I
Yeah.
love art.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you
Yeah.
on that. I can dig it. My mother's an artist as well.
Yes.
You know, she tries to dance, but she'll pull out some laughs when she does it. But
My mom loves to dance,
mm,
and she does it sometimes to embarrass me,
I,
or just to do it.
hey,
So
that's what parents do.
she pulls out the moves too. No, no.
Yeah, man. That's our y'all are entertainment. For every child out there, y'all are our entertainment. We're gonna embarrass you.
Oh no, I'm gonna be the same. I know it. And just yeah.
Mm. Oh, I got another question. So tell me this. So we know we talked on Creation Global, but I don't know, like as far as anybody else, do you have any other, say, relations, experiences with anybody else in the footwork community outside of Creation Global?
Yeah. I think it's important to connect with anyone, like even people straight from Chicago. Uh
Mm.
Twan, I love learning from him. He's
Yeah.
amazing. J-Ron is crazy. Um yeah, no. I know I love how CFology includes people that are in creation also because they're still such a big part of the culture. So it's definitely so cool to learn from them too. So yeah, I for sure have some of those connections outside of the crew.
Wow, that's good. See,
Yeah.
that's real good, Gemma, because I like that I myself that it's a community,
Mhm.
across the board. Like, how do you feel about it though? Like, do you feel like the Chicago Footwork is a community within itself? Or
Yeah,
okay.
I do. It's like it just feels like a family, I guess.
Yeah.
It makes it so much better to have like everybody you love around doing it, and
Mhm.
just doing it together, like even through Zoom,
Yeah.
like the energy is unmatched. It's crazy. I Yeah, I think it for sure feels like a big community and family because everybody is just like supporting each other and like positive, or like if we're talking battle, negative, but like go on sort of thing. So yeah, it's for sure a community and a family with the dancing.
Yeah.
It's and I think that is greatly because that was how it was. It's part of the culture. So
Yeah.
I think that is why.
Yeah, right on. That's cool. Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you that just for people watching, just so they can hear it, because you're a person from outside of Chicago and this
Yeah.
you have that viewpoint. So
Yeah, no, it for sure feels like that.
man, so right on. So now I got to get into something because see, you big on community, not just dance community, but you big on community, period. Like I noticed, I seen some clip like this. You fight for what's right, you fight for what you believe in and stuff. So I know you have something that you do a wonderful uh, podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's technically what it is.
yeah. And I got the opportunity to see a couple of them, watch a couple of them. I'm like, yeah, I like that. That's another thing. Creation, y'all do more than just footwork, and I dig that. So tell us about Gemma's Society Inspired.
Cool. Like beginning, like should we start like where I got the idea from?
Yeah, what prompted you?
I think when George Floyd was killed here in Minneapolis, I was filled with like this unmatched anger that I was just like I was angry, just to put it. And I was like, why is this happening? Like this doesn't make sense. And I didn't know what to do. I felt like so out of control about the situation, but it like wouldn't leave my head. Like I knew I need to do something about it. It just kept like nagging me. And fast forward, I think that was in May, June, fast forward to October, I was talking with one of my dance mentors that's not in the footwork community.
Mhm.
And she knew how much this police brutality subject that had been on my mind was bugging me so much. And she was like, well, what can you do? Like, what are you going to do about it? And I was like, okay, I'll do something. And so I was like, okay, I'll create a group. And we'll talk every month about a topic, and we'll post that. So we'll have like conversations. And my
Mhm.
mom was like, but you're going to need to have someone like overlook those conversations if anything needs to be corrected, sort of thing. And so I was like, okay, we're not going to do that. And I'm like, how about we just do the normal like interview thing, but put it in the state of a conversation instead, and make this a safe place where people don't feel intimidated that they don't know or haven't learned about these topics yet. And I was right on with that because I am half Palestinian, and I have been faced with a lot of discrimination against my ethnicity my whole life.
Mhm.
Whether that was in school, like 9/11 is definitely a hard topic for was for me in school. And I remember like a kid called me a terrorist because I was Arab. I'm not Muslim, but I'm Arab. Like it's just like the miseducation. People don't know the difference. And so I was just like, I want this to happen. And so, I came up with a name. We secured the domain and everything for it.
Mhm.
And I just kind of used what I had, and I was just reach out to some local dance people that are also Palestinian. I'm like, hey, can I interview you? Like, is that okay? And that's kind of how it started. I just wanted, even though it's a small platform, I just wanted at least to try to mm, help that change happen. And I think I love how it's going so far.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying learning, and I'm really so grateful that people are taking their time to have me ask some questions and have conversations with me, because like I said, it could be something that we should know already, but we don't. So
Mhm.
that's the whole purpose of it. So yeah, it's just basically to have a conversation and for people to feel safe about learning these topics without being intimidated that they don't already or something. So yeah.
Yeah, hey, that's doggone spectacular, Gemma. Hey,
Thank you.
real quick, just hey, let everybody know right now what we're talking about it. When do these videos go out?
So the advertisement for the person of each month goes out on the second Monday of each month, and the full interview goes out on the second Friday of each month. Society_inspired on Instagram.
Okay. Hey, right on. And
Everything there. You can find the YouTube, the podcast, everything is linked there. So
yeah, it's good. Y'all, hey, listen, even though you starting off small, but I like how you said you going with what you got. That's
yeah,
key. You don't have to wait. Like it's like people, this is a message for everybody. You wait for everything to be perfect, man. You ain't never gonna do it. Just do
I remember, yeah. I heard in this podcast because it was close to being launched. I just didn't have the confidence to launch it.
it.
And it
Hmm.
and it said something just like that. It was like, you can't have it be perfect before you launch it. Like, you're gonna learn through it anyways.
Yep.
It's I came back after working out, after listening to that podcast. I'm like, Mom, I'm launching it tomorrow. It's like she was like, okay, how about we launch it on the first of the month? Chill out, Gemma. Like, just slow down. I was like, okay, June 1st. Do it on.
Yeah. Oh, right on. What was the name of that podcast?
I think it was Manifestation with Tori DeSimone or something. I don't know. She's super dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Manifest with Tori DeSimone.
Manifest pretty small. Okay, I like that. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and you know it's gonna grow. You know it's gonna grow.
It has, and the people that I'm gonna be talking to, this year, I'm just trying to, get as many voices as I can to talk, and I'm so excited for the people I'm gonna be talking to coming up. It's gonna be such a learning experience, and I'm so excited for people to listen to these conversations that are happening this year. So I'm trying to not let anything stop me, like fame or followers, from reaching out to these people and being like, hey, can we have a conversation? Because if this topic really matters, like, it shouldn't matter.
That's good. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Gemma. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah, don't let it stop you now. I like that.
Well, that's it for today's show. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot. Hey, but check it out. Support our guest of the day. Our guest information will be listed on the screen. Should be looking at it right now. The social media contacts, the individual's websites and all that. And stay tuned, because we will be continuing our conversation next week on Wednesday. Give us the works every Wednesday with your boy DJ Cornerstone. But until then, take care of yourself. God bless you, and footwork out.